Hey, what is up YouTube? This is the Merman Master coming at you guys from the Team Time Riders YouTube channel today with another brand new video for you. And today I am going to be doing another review on some sleeves. Today we have, of course, the DEX Protection Mini Sleeves. And I didn't expect to really do a review on these, but because we already have one up on the channel done by our very good friend Sergio. I personally thought Sergio did a fantastic job highlighting the best parts about the sleeves from a competitive standpoint. And, I think a lot of people certainly agreed on that level that his sleeve review really was good. I really enjoyed it. It was great to film. No complaints about it whatsoever. But then I started getting some PMs saying, like, okay, this was just like how they look, how they feel, not necessarily a review, so to speak, of the sleeves. And so, after getting a bunch of these comments on here, I decided that, I was going to bite the bullet and do a sleeve review of these on my own in the style that I usually do the sleeves. After looking at them with Sergio and getting to feel the sleeves in person, I have a very good impression on them. Of course, I still want to ask him and see how he totally feels about them, but I found out a good way to test them today. So today I am featuring my Mermail deck, which has just recently been updated to feature the brand new card Light of Sekka. This is a hand trapless Mermail build, specially geared for budget or maybe a little bit more casual players. When it comes to Light of Sekka builds, a lot of people are running those hand traps in there. And while hand traps are the best way to run Mermails, not everyone who runs Mermails is necessarily competitive. So if you like that, definitely feel free to go check that out. But today, of course, guys, we are here for this sleeve review, and I felt like blue was really, really nice. So starting out through the package, you can definitely see it's a very, very nice color. The matte looks the best of really any matte that I've ever seen, and DEX Protection really took the time to improve these sleeves. The first round of DEX Protection sleeves, from what I had heard from people, were not really that good, and they just did not quite protect the cards as they should. And, maybe there was like some bad shuffle or some certain sleeves is split. But DEX took that into advice, and as with all of their products, like they have a crazy good quality control team. They went back, they refined it, and they came back with these, which a lot of players are saying are a lot better. So guys, without further ado, we're going to crack into these sleeves, and we're going to see how they feel in person. Now, the one thing that I'm excited about is the fact that these sleeves have a glossy front, kind of like the Dragon Shields, which I just reviewed for that hero deck. They do have that glossy front there, so it's going to make the Mermail cards look very, very good. This deck is almost all max rarity, and so I'm excited to see how that's going to play into having these nice glossy sleeves. As you remember, my hero deck was also almost max rarity as well, and those looked amazing in the Dragon Shields. So guys, we're going to crack these open, and I'm going to give my review on how I believe they feel. So altogether, it's a nice packaging on the front. It's tough to break into, but first impressions, take a look at that back. It's really, really shiny, guys. You can see it kind of looks like rippling water almost, like if you're flying in a plane or something like that and you're taking a look down at the ocean. That's really how it looks on like a summer day, watching Moby Dick or Free Willy or something like that. Not meaning to make those kinds of gutter jokes, but those are the first two water-related movies that really came to mind. So opening the sleeves here, and as always, we're going to test out to, like Sergio did, test out and see how the card looks. So that's, you saw it in the Eclipse sleeve over there, and now we're going to slide this in to this one. All right, so first impressions, I really like the image quality on here, and it highlights the kind of warmer colors, like the turquoises, yellows, and reds coming out from the Abyss Pike, almost as if it was, in the water and you were looking up at Abyss Pike, and then up above was the surface. So I think that, that dichotomy is of really good interest to me. I'm going to slide in a couple more cards here, and we can see how it feels. Fishborg Launcher, Nimble Beaver, And these Neptibus is going to be next, guys. This Neptibus is actually a European print of the card. So I'm very excited to see how this is going to look in the sleeve. Slide that right in there. Take a look at that. Very, very nice. I really like the way that this looks. And I think it highlights the card and accentuates kind of the alternate printing of it very, very well. So that looks really cool. We've, of course, got Sekka's Light, the Nimbles in here. So I'll slide those in, and then we'll get to see a copy of Dragoons and Megalo coming up very soon. So slide in Sekka's Light. Also makes it look pretty good. And as always, guys, we want to test out the shuffle feel on these as well once we finish sleeving the entire deck, just so that you can see, you know, sort of how they are. So that's how it looks in this sleeve. I'm going to slide out one of the brand new ones and take these. Atlantean Dragoons are actually a super expensive card right now because a lot of people are excited about the new Troy Mares. Ooh, that looks quite nice, guys. A little bit of a subdued image right there, but it shines through pretty well. So that's another good looking card. Now we've got Abyss Megalo. Then right after that, we're going to throw in Atlantean Marksman and see how that looks. Ooh, very cool on Abyss Megalo here, guys. I don't think these are, I think the Dragon Shields are kind of like the gold standard for image quality in my opinion, but these definitely, like, at least right out of the box, like, they make the super rares look amazing. I think, you know, it's just a really solid image quality for these guys. And, you know, we got a Teus coming up as well, so we're gonna pop that in there. And you know, once that's done, I'll figure out how much more stuff I want to put in. I'll do a Teus, a Gamma Seal, and oh yeah, Genex Undine. We got to throw Genex Undine and Deep Sea Diva and Marksman. And then after that, we're going to cut to the shuffle feel portion of this vid, guys. Sorry if this is going on a little bit longer, but I just want to give a prime opportunity to show you guys what we're dealing here with sleeves. Atlantean Marksman, another nice looking card, of course, guys. We have the Deep Sea Diva. First impressions, of course, are these are pretty sticky, but I mean, I can't really fault too much sleeves right out of the pack. It's only after you've shuffled with them for a little while you really get to experience what they're supposed to be feeling like. These Genex Undines, I just got them, and oh my goodness, that is incredible, guys. Fantastic look on that. Two more cards, of course. We've got Mermail Abyss Teus, Ultimate Rare First Edition of that. Slide that right in there, and the cards just seem to slip right in. None of the corners are getting caught. Okay, that looks awesome, actually. That looks really good. And finally is going to be Gamma Seal, the Sea Turtle Kaiju, for the last of the cards that we're going to feature in this sort of thing here. Not bad, guys. All right, so all of these cards seem to look pretty good. And I'm excited to see how the deck is going to shuffle. So guys, catch you back in a little bit, and we're going to talk about the rest of the sleeves. All right, see ya. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is the Merman Master again. We are back now, guys, with the re-sleeved Mermail deck for the DEX Protection Sleeves, guys. I have not touched it since I finished resleeving. I just finished resleeving that last Neptibus. So now we're going to take a look at this right here and take a look and see how everything feels. So to start, some of the sleeves feel a little bit uneven on the bottom here, and you can kind of see it if you look really, really close here, that some of the sleeves are a little bit uneven on the cut. So I don't know if that's an issue with DEX Protection Sleeves so much, but you really sort of, you know, once you feel like this kind of uneven bottom part here, I think that you'll really start to take the even cutting of sleeves like Ultra Pros and Player's Choice and you know, the Dragon Shields, as well as KMCs for granted. So that's just something that I want to note here, is that it does feel a little bit uneven on the bottom. But I think the real thing is, first of all, how do they look? They look pretty good, guys. And also, how do they shuffle? So to start out, guys, feeling a really nice shuffle feel on them. It's not the best, but if I were to have reviewed these sleeves back when KMCs came out, you know, I definitely would have given them like probably almost as high marks as KMCs. To be honest with, to be honest with shuffle feel improving across like almost all of the sleeves in the market. You know, there's a really like tough competition to see who's got the best. And, you know, I'm finding some sleeves sort of catching here and there. Let me just balance this out a little bit here. Finding some of them just catching just a little bit, but they're not too spread apart like the Dragon Shields were. And I'll, you know, try the shuffle on the other side here. And even though sleeves are catching, they do feel, you know, like a pretty good shuffling sleeve. And, you know, if I had to make a judgment right now, my first impression of these sleeves would be, guys, like they're, in many ways, they are a jack of all trades, but really a master of none. And, you know, there's a couple of things are like flying here and there. Like they don't excel at the image quality. They don't really excel at the shuffling. They have the uneven bottoms. And they're, you know, not really as clean as some of the other looking sleeves. However, one thing that I will say is that for a second outing for DEX, whose first sleeve was absolutely abysmal and atrocious, I think these are very, very good. And they have an indication of a good future for DEX. Because if DEX can get a sleeve that is this good, that doesn't quite excel in any one area, but gets it like 80 to 85 to 90% right in every single area on just its second try, like that is no small feat, guys. And I think, you know, I won't say that DEX hit it out of the park with these sleeves, but they definitely, like, they're definitely on the right track here. And with just a few small improvements, I feel like these sleeves can become even better than they already are. You know, DEX is sort of trying, I guess, to develop its own style of sleeves. And, you know, so far, like if we take a look at them, you know, they are a little bit slippery, they are a little bit sticky, but, you know, overall, they have like a good feel to them. They're a clean sleeve, they're a little bit skinny, but they hold the card quite well, and you can see that they do have that nice little area. So a little combination between all of the different sleeves brand. The matte backs, yet clear bits of Dragon Shields and KMCs. They have the nice soft feel of Player's Choices. They have the up backs, you know, enough space up at the top like Ultra Pros do. So they're taking a little bit from every sleeve, and with a little tiny bit of refinement, I think that DEX could find itself within the next couple of years easily at the front of the pack, or even leading the sleeve market. With so many awesome sleeves out on the market right now, like DEX has stiff competition, but they have come and they're ready to fight. So while my first impressions are not like, you know, they don't see DEX excel in any one area, I feel that, honestly, like, with a little bit more, like, improving on these sleeves, you know, DEX is gonna be knocking it out of the ballpark, guys. To be honest with you, they're really going to knock it out of the ballpark. They're almost, you know, they're getting there to, you know, match these Eclipses here, which are the smoothest shuffle, I believe, on the whole market. But they're getting there. They're getting there, and I'm excited to see what DEX Protection comes out with next. So, guys, that has been my review of the DEX Protection sleeves here. I really hope you enjoyed it, the mini sleeves for DEX Protection. If you guys did enjoy it, please remember to give a like as well as comment and subscribe down below to tell me what you thought of the video. If you want me to make these videos shorter, these sleeves reviews like 10 minutes or so, of course I can do that as well. Sometimes I tend to ramble a little bit in these. But guys, thanks so much once again for watching. We really appreciate all of the support. This has been the Mermail Master with the Team Time Riders YouTube channel, and I'm signing out. Catch you guys next time. Peace.